Okay, folks, next unit's all about ratios and proportions. Okay, this is the first thing. What's the best deal? $25 for 2 shirts, $45 for 4 shirts, $30 for 3 shirts. I want you to put X equals Y equals. So those are your two labels. X cannot be money. Okay, so X would have to be the shirts, Y has to be the money. And to find the best deal, I'm going to divide, okay? But you got to divide correctly. When I divide, it's always the Y divided by the X, okay? So I'm going to set up 3 division lines. Y divided by X. So Y is dollars, okay? So dollars goes on top. The Y label goes on top. And then the X label on bottom. Okay, so we got $25 for 2 shirts, $45 for 4 shirts, and then $30 for 3 shirts. So again, you need to identify the X and the Y. Okay, remember X can't be money. Okay, so X would be the shirts, Y is the dollars. It's always the Y divided by the X. So I divide 25 by 2 and I get 12.5, so that'd be $12.50. 45 divided by 4 is 11.25. 30 divided by 3 is $10. Okay. Now, what I've just figured out is how much one shirt would cost. Okay, so one shirt is $12.50. One shirt is $11.25. One shirt would cost $10. So the best deal is the cheapest. Okay, so 10 is the cheapest. So C is my answer. Okay, what's the faster speed? So again, we identify X and Y. Okay, so we got miles and hours. Well, hours is X. X is always time, and Y is miles. And I set up 2 division lines because I have 2 options to pick from, and we always take the Y divided by the X. Okay, Y divided by the X. So it's miles divided by hours. Y divided by X, miles divided by hours. Okay, so we have 365 miles, 5 hours. Then we have 408 miles, 6 hours. So I divide here, I get 73 miles. Okay, that would be 73 miles in 1 hour. Okay, and then 408 divided by 6, that's 68, and that's 68 miles, 1 hour. So which one's faster? It would be the 73 miles, so it's A. Okay. Remember, you're dividing, but it's got to be the Y divided by the X, so it's important you do that. Okay, next one. Which is a better price? 7 pounds for $8.47, or is it 9 pounds for $11.07? So make a little XY. You got pounds and dollars. X can't be the dollars. Y, so X would be the pounds. Y would be the dollars. So it's Y divided by X, and then I set up 2 divisions because I have 2 options to pick from. So Y is dollars, dollars goes on top, and X is pounds. Okay. So we have $8.47 for 7 pounds, and then we have $11.07 for 9 pounds. Okay, so $1.21. Now what does that represent? It's how much just 1 pound cost. Okay, each of the 7 pounds cost $1.21 individually. Okay, 11.07 divided by 9, I got $1.23 from that one. So that means 1 pound costs $1.23. So the better price is always the lowest price, so that's going to be A. Okay, solve for X. Okay, actually, before we solve for X, I'm going to come back to this page, but you need to turn to the next page. I have this packet stapled in the wrong order. Okay. Now 1 over 2 equals 3 over 6, because if I get 1 out of 2 on a test, you got half of them right, so that's 50%. Okay. If I got 3 out of 6 on a test, that's half of them right, 50%. So those are equal percentages. They're equal value. Now, here's another thing why we know they're equal value. I want you to take 1 times 6. That's 6. Now take 2 times 3. That's 6. Those are equal. Okay? The diagonal multiplications are always equal. Okay, we're going to show that again. Now, if I got 1 out of 4 on a test, I divide 1 by 4 and then move the decimal twice to the right, 1, 2, that'd be 25%. If I got 2 out of 8, 2 divided by 8, as a percentage, that'd be 25%. So those are equal value. So 1 times 8 is 8, but 4 times 2 is 8 as well. That always is that case. 1/3 equals 4 over x, okay? So, here I'll divide 1 by 3. So if I move that decimal twice to the right, that'd be 33.3%, repeating over the 3. And then 4 divided by 12 is the exact same value, okay? So 33.3%. So 1 times 12 is 12, 3 times 4 is 12, okay? Now, you probably learned this in middle school, but for the first couple, I want to show you why it works the way that it does. Okay. Now, these are equal. We have to find the value for x. This is called a proportion. Okay. It's 2 ratios that are equal to each other, 2 divisions that are equal to each other, whatever you want to call it. Now, I want you to set up an equals. I want you to take 3 times 13. Okay. That's 39. 3 times 13. Now, take your 8 times x. Well, we can't because we don't know x, so I put 8 times x. Then if I made my wall, you'd have times. You divide each side by 8. And 39 divided by 8 is going to be 4.875. So you can get decimals, that's fine. Okay. And that's your answer for x. Okay, now the next one, and then I'm going to show you the quick way without having to line up the equation every time. So I circled the diagonal here. 15 times 2 is 30, and I know that that equals whatever 3 times x is. Okay, so I divide by 3. Okay, so 30 divided by 3 is 10. So that's my value for x. Now there's a quick way to do it. Okay, it's called cross multiply and divide. All right, so I got 3 to x and then 8 to 30. Times where you don't have the x. Find the product. Multiply where you don't have x. Okay, because you can find that. 8 times 30. 8 times 30 is 240. And since that equals 3 times x, I can just divide that by 3. Okay? So 240 divided by 3 is 80. Okay, 2 sevenths equals 4 over x. Okay? Now, I circle the diagonal. It's got to be diagonally where I have 2 actual values, 7 and 4. So I'm going to multiply 7 and 4. And whatever that is, I would divide by 2. Okay, it's just 7 times 4 divided by 2. Okay, I got 14. Okay, next problem. -9 over x equals 5 over 6. The same rule applies with negatives. So I got -9 to 6 and x to 5. So I'm going to multiply -9 by 6. And then I'm going to divide by 5, okay? And I don't care how much work is shown, I really don't. Negative 10.8. Okay, so I've got x to 3 and 8 to 10. So I take 8 times 10 and then divide that by 3. (26.6) repeating. Okay, negative 3/4 equals x over 22. So we got that and that. So I'm going to multiply this because I have the two actual values for that. I take negative 3 times 22 and then I divide that by 4. I'll divide that by 4 because that equals negative 66 equals 4 times x. So divide by 4, negative 16.5. Okay, the next one. 2 to x, okay, negative 5 to 6. So I take negative 5 times 6, and then I divide by 2. Cross multiply and divide. Negative 15. Okay, and that's all I have in that, okay. Assignment U is not very long. Okay, you have these two, 1 and 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 3 through 10. Pause the video and finish that packet and then rejoin me. Okay, now cross multiply and divide has many uses, proportions do. Here's one of them. Convert 3 yards to feet. 3 feet is 1 yard. So here's what you do. You can make an equals with 2 lines. Circle what's in the parentheses. You're going to put 3 feet, 1 yard. Okay. Now, put feet and yards in the same order they are over here. Same exact order. Well, the 63 is yards, and the x would be feet. Okay. So I know 3 and 63. I times 3 by 63 and divide by 1. Okay, I got 189. So 189 feet. You can put x equals with it. Okay. All right, 168 hours to days. How many days are in 168 hours? So I have the rate that 24 hours to 1 day. Then hours and days. So 168 is hours, and I am finding the days. So I got 24 to x, 1 to 168. So I multiply the 1 and the 168, and then I divide by 24. Just like that. Okay, 7. X equals 7 days. Okay, convert 2.5 pounds to ounces. 16 ounces equals 1 pound. Ounces, OZ is ounces. 2.5 is in pounds, and I need to find the ounces myself. So I got 16 to 2.5. I know that's equal to 1 times x. So I take 16 times 2.5 and then divide that by 1. Okay. 40. X equals 40 ounces. Okay, convert 5 kilograms to pounds. 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. I did not spell kilogram right, but that's okay. So 1, you can just put kg or whatever you want to put. 2 point. Make sure you label it somehow though. And then kg and pounds. So 5 is kilograms, and I got to find the pounds. So 1 to x, 2.2 to 5. So I take 2.2 times 5 divided by 1 is 11. So x equals 11 pounds. Okay, convert 89 centimeters to inches. There are 2.54 centimeters to 1 inch. Okay. Okay, we have 89 centimeters. That's the given amount. And I got to figure out how many inches we have. So I take 1 times 89. Okay, again, because we have 2.54 to x, 1 to 89. So I'm going to take 1 times 89, the two values I know, and then divide by 2.54. Okay, just write 35.03 or 04. If you get something like that, don't be afraid to just round it. Okay, 35.04 or 03, I don't care. Okay, inches. Okay. Convert 2 feet to centimeters. There's 1 foot to 30.48 centimeters, and this is the last problem in the video. Okay. So you put your rate, 1 foot, 30.48 centimeters, and then feet, centimeters. So we have 2 feet and x centimeters. So 1 to x, 30.48 to 2. So you take 30.48 times 2, because I can multiply those. I know what that multiplies to on my calculator. Divide by 1, or excuse me, 30.48 times 2 divided by 1 is 60.96. So x equals 60.96 centimeters.